I'm like, God, I had to turn the music off. I was like,
I
bro,
feel
I'm
like I feel like
good.
it's just because it's French Montana. Like, I feel like if it was somebody else, I feel like we might would have enjoyed the song.
Montana, bro.
Huh?
That ain't Kanye.
Oh God, I
Montana.
hate that nigga, bro.
Bro, I couldn't stand it. Like, and that song, like I said, that song kept playing. That song, there's one I think it was 2K17 or 18. They had one. It was like one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Bro,
What is
bro,
that?
that song played
Yeah,
so much.
that guy has the fucking deepest voice too.
Bro, he said, I ain't seen my baby in I don't know when. And then the hook come in, one bourbon, one scotch,
Scotch.
one
Ew.
beer.
I gotta find the
That
name of that song
that is
now.
fucking disgusting,
Imagine
man.
hearing that, like, because remember the song, like the game only got 5 songs in it. So
Can they not get the rights to like
Oh, that's
other
literally the
songs or
name of it.
something?
Is one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. That's hilarious.
Oh, that's
yeah, because like
insane.
literally, like, well, I'm not gonna say it's 5 songs, it's like 10, but you know how when you listen to these songs over, it feels like it's only 3 or 4 songs playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that game, I feel like that was the only song playing.
Cause like you could just be vibing, and then like every time you like tend to tune in, it's to that same. You like, bruh, is this the only song y'all got on here? Bro?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Turn this off. Oh my
Bro,
god.
it played so much. That one, what was no song? It was a Wiz Khalifa song. Oh, what song was it? That's gonna drive me crazy. Oh, I know what it
You said
was. I
you
know.
said Wiz Khalifa.
I know what it was. It was that Wiz Khalifa song. It was like, hold up, hold up, hold up, we making noise.
But I kind of like that one.
No, the song wasn't bad, but when you hear it a million times because it only got 5 songs on the thing,
Yeah.
that should drive you crazy.
Especially in the like during the game, you like, all right, bro.
You like, bruh, play something because
Please,
wrestling games, I
bro.
put hours in the wrestling game, so hearing that same song would drive you crazy.
That white girls give me
Yeah,
Becky.
give me Becky.
But
But yeah,
I
remember that
hated
game
that,
had the edited version, so it was like, white girls, give me, give me, give me.
bro. Give
It
me.
say Becky, white girls, give me, give me, give me.
That is nasty. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad they don't add them little TikTok edited songs in there because I just know that would be hell, bro.
It's a big waist and slim waist and a big back.
Long waist, titty face. What is that shit, bro?
It was
Oh my.
something like
Long waist, sir. What is it? I don't even know what the fucking shit was.
slim
Oh
waist
my.
and a big
Big
back.
bang. That's something because your mama ain't. I was like, bro, what?
Bro,
Imagine
that
hearing that
era.
like, bro. Imagine hearing that like 30 times in like a football game. I'll be pissed, bro.
Slim waist and a slim
The
waist
big
and a
bang.
slim waist. You just scroll through your shit. Slim waist and a
It's like,
slim.
bro, please. I'm
Bro, that was like
tired.
when I first joined TikTok. Because at the
Yeah,
time I
that's
was
all
like,
you
bro,
saw.
I was like, I'm never joining TikTok. And then COVID, I got bored. I said, you know what?
Yeah, let's see what's up.
You know what?
Let's see what's on this motherfucker. It was just
It was
ass
that.
everywhere. I'm like, god damn, bro.
It was that one, the busted challenge. That was like the two that were going crazy. Busted, busted.
Oh, that and then the Bugs Bunny one too.
Yeah.
That's the one I
Bugs
got introduced
Bunny.
to. I was like, oh, this how they coming on here. I was
I
like, oh
watched
shit.
so many of the. He got to the point.
Bugs
Bugs
Bunny.
Bunny.
I
I
remember
don't know
not.
what he was saying.
I remember not knowing what that was, and Kenny sending me the videos, and I said, "Oh yeah, I could get down with this."
Oh yeah, bro. Cause like at first I was like, bro, is it just girls just being thoughts on here? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what? This ain't too shabby. This little white girl got little white girl got some ass on her. I
You
gotta
see the
like it.
right one. He said, "Wrong." You're like, you know what? Let me go ahead and.
Yeah, it was this one white girl that did the Big Bang challenge. I was like, that's what's called Big Bang challenge. I
In a
said,
big bang.
I was like, I said,
Pretty face, slim waist, in a
I said,
big bang.
I like how she did that. I like how she, let me follow that page, and then yeah,
Bring
I
it
went down
back.
there.
Bring back that challenge.
Nah, we good. Man.
Bring it back. We got more
I
talent
don't
now.
even think they even have any more type of challenges anymore. I just think it's just random people on
No,
TikTok
there's
doing
always one. There's always one like that. But we're gonna start it right here. That's how we're gonna start the show off, just like that.
it. But
So This is Geek in the motherfucking sheets. We got your host, the bad guy himself, Kenny. And to my right, we have, what's that, Michael Joe Fox? Is that what it says? Yeah. Joey Wan Kenobi himself, aka Michael Joe Fox. And then we got Jaleel, aka Whoa, is that Whoa Senpai?
Yeah, well, senpai today.
Shout
Shout out to her. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her, man. Deliver content left to right.
It's a her.
All right.
That's a person.
So we're gonna get into this. I don't plan on making this a longer episode. I just want to get into some stuff. So we're gonna start off with the review corner. So this is the part of the show where we talk about movies, TV shows, books, video games, stuff we've been indulging in lately, and some stuff that we just caught and we was like, "This shit trash." We talking about all that. So we'll start with you, Jaleel. What you got for us?
So watched a movie called Havoc that I was so excited for this movie. Just for it to it started off so good. No, that's literally was me. I was so excited. Oh my god. I was so excited for this movie because I love Tom Hardy as an actor. I love Tom Hardy as an actor.
Tom Hardy's in it too?
Yes, that's why me and Ken are so pissed, bro. This movie started off so good. They set everything up. They basically tell you, it's like one of those stories that they tell you everything in the beginning and then they show you how it unravels and how it gets to where everything how it gets super bad. So you're like, okay, so that's the person that did it. These people are in danger. Okay, cool. Everything was going so good until literally the halfway mark of the movie. And then it just went to absolute shit. Because it's like niggas was I didn't mean to say it anywhere, but first and foremost,
I do all the time.
I didn't even know that. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't realize that.
Glasses on, and then he apologizes for that. He's a whole new man.
This ain't Jaleel no more, man. It's somebody else. This ain't Will Him Pie.
My bad. But this
is brother Jaleel. That's what this is.
This brother Lil. I got my hotel. Where's my hotel at? Let me find my hotel.
Yeah, this brother Lil.
But it just it was like a domino effect of how it just started to just go down bad, and then you start to piece things together. Like, wait, so instead of this happening, that happens, and then when that happens, this happens, and you're like, bro, this actually doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Because it when I tell you, I want you guys to watch it. You will literally see the moment it starts to go downhill. There's something happens, and you gonna sit back like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And then you're just gonna start to think like, wait, then how the fuck did he what? And then the story just goes downhill. I just literally give that movie like a 3. Honestly, I was so disappointed in this movie. But
I want to touch on. I just want to touch on my side of the story for that because I thought the opposite. I thought this was a great movie. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
I'm like, Joe, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
No, me and Abby were in the process of watching it, and I think we were like, this dude's drinking green tea too with the fucking tea bag still in there. What the
actually, it's actually hibiscus tea. Don't ever disrespect me like that, bro.
You just teabag yourself.
It's my nightly routine. I gotta hit 10K.
Anyway, subscribers.
My bad. Go ahead, Joe.
Me and Abby were in the middle of watching Havoc. I think we were only like 15 minutes into it. And that's when Kayon messaged in the group chat and was like, "This movie sucks. Don't watch it." And I said out loud, I was like, "Kayon just said that the movie sucks." And she's like, "Yeah, we'll watch something else then." And
yeah, because you guys weren't enjoying it. Where you
immediately turned it off.
Oh, so you weren't even enjoying the beginning?
No.
Okay. I would say, wait. Did you at least get to the club scene when he confronts the girl?
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's why. After he confronts the girl, then you're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck is this?
That ain't halfway through. That's like 15 minutes.
Damn, that was crazy. 15 minutes in.
It's not long.
See,
that's halfway through the movie. I would have finished it.
Yeah, I thought that was halfway through the movie. Well, never mind then. So first 10 minutes is actually pretty good, but that The moment he confronts that girl at the club, I was like, oh, this is not good. I don't
There's
like
nothing
this.
worse than like being invested in a movie and you're like, oh, this movie is good, like it's good so far, and then you get to that point and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
and
no,
then it just kind of just like, and then it gets weak from then on.
Kenny, that's
Some movies like
literally what it is. It starts off solid, gives you everything you need in the beginning. So you're like, okay, cool. Like the story's all set up, and then it's like a small twist. You can easily see it coming though, but it's like a small twist. So you're like, okay, I mean, I figured that was gonna happen.
that.
Once it happens, then he goes to confront the girl about it, and then it just goes to shit. Because then you start like, what the? It's like it's like, bro, what the fuck what happened, bro?
I was y'all remember the movie Us? That was how I felt with that movie. That's how I felt with that movie. That movie pissed me off. I remember
I like
watching
that
it
one.
and I was like, watching. I was like, okay, this is straight so far. And then and then it got to that
Bro,
part and she was explaining why she did what she did, and I was just like, this is stupid. And then her voice on top of it made it work. The Robins. I was like,
ew.
that's how she. You ever seen that?
No,
That's how she was.
I didn't see it because of how many times I heard you shit on. I like, I think I'm all the way
Bruh.
cool on this
Because
movie.
like you said, like that movie, it started off fire, and I was like, okay, this is like I can get into this. But then I'm not gonna lie to you, I got the twist in the first 30 seconds. I got the twist immediately. I said, this is that, okay. And then it was like that was the big twist. I was like, I called that in the first 30 seconds, but
Did
okay.
you see the trailer before?
I saw
Me?
the trailer. The trailer, at least the trailer I saw didn't show much. I saw a teaser, I think, if I remember correctly.
Okay, I was just wondering because I didn't get that until the very end.
See, well, yeah, like I said, I got it immediately, and I was like,
And I
this.
enjoyed the movie, but it's probably because I didn't see a twist coming.
No, but it's not. I don't go into the movies looking for a twist. I'm good at. That's my skill. I'm good at breaking down movies, and I'm good at finding twists. That's my thing. I'll guess a twist like that, and then
I hate
I'll
movies
break down.
like that.
I can break down a movie something vicious. Like females hate watching movies with me because they be like, I'm not enjoying a movie because you're shitting on it. I'm like, the movie sucks. Like,
This movie ass, bro.
I will break down a movie in front of you. You be like, oh yeah, that like I like as great as Dark Knight is. I will break that movie down in front of you and be like, this movie is not as great as you think. So I will break it down.
Better
Like,
watch your fucking mouth.
watch your mouth.
Watch your motherfucking mouth. That's a
Dark Knight
great
had some
movie.
shit that made no sense. I was like, huh? I was watching like, what?
I ain't gonna lie. After you know what I'm saying, getting older and watching it again, I will say that movie does have some questionable moments. But like,
Yeah,
we're
because
not
like
gonna talk about that.
it's a great. I'm not gonna act like it's not a great movie. It's still a great movie, but there's some parts I'm like, that shit don't make no kind of sense.
Like, I'm sorry, I still can't get over it. It's the hospital scene. That's the main one. How
Yo,
did you
that
not
was
see his skin? Did
that's
you not look at his forehead, bro?
Wait, which movie?
so
The
he's talking
Dark
about Dark
Knight.
Knight, the Dark Knight. When the Joker comes in full, like he's got the nurse outfit, but he's still got the Joker face,
And you can
and he
see
has
his green hair.
he's got the little nurse
Oh
thing over
yeah,
his
yeah.
face, and he pulls the thing down. He's like, "Ah, ah," he's trying to fight. I was like, bro, only one nigga got face paint and green hair in this world, and
Like,
that's
bro,
him.
ain't no way you ain't put two and two together, bro. Like, there
After
ain't
you
no
said
way, bro.
that was the one thing I didn't notice, and you noticed, and I was crying. I was like,
Bro,
yeah,
because when I put it together, I was like, bro, what the fuck? I remember being in the movie theater looking around like, ain't nobody else peep this shit. Bro. What the fuck? And
that shit had me
it's always
crying.
stuck with me. That's like, I think that might be
He's
my
like,
least.
"Ah, ah," like he wanted to fight. It was like, bro.
He just said, I'm like, bro, you're not about to get up, nigga. You damn near dead, bro. It made me so mad, bro. When I think about it, I just keep getting pissed. Like, there's no way, bro.
I feel like I
That
need
part
to
be
see
killing me.
this.
No, Joe. Go watch The Dark Knight.
When you
Watch it
go
all the
like,
way through. You're gonna know
just
exactly
watch
what I'm
the
talking about.
just the hospital scene right before he blows it up. When he goes in there, he comes in there full nurse outfit. He's just got like the what you call it, like the little face thing, like the
Your face mask, like those COVID
face
masks that we
mask.
had
Yeah,
to
COVID
wear.
mask. I don't know why I was blanking on the name, but yeah, he's got a face mask on, but he's still in full Joker like he's still got the Joker face paint and the green hair and everything. And he was like, "Arr!" Like he like as soon as he took it off,
Hey, it's just like, bro, what the?
like
Like,
you
how
just
did you
didn't know,
not
like
see that, bro?
you were tricked. He said, "Arr! Arr!"
I was like, bro, what the?
That's
And
hilarious.
that's
Yeah,
like Because like I said,
Easy,
I can
but
break down.
been so
That's the
long
one
since
part I
I've
didn't
seen
break
it.
down, and that was hilarious. When you said that, I was crying because I was like, I don't know why my mind just didn't think that, but the fact that you got that, I was like, yeah, that's funny.
yeah, and yeah, bro, that scene that will forever be one of that might be top 3 least favorite scenes in a movie, bro. For me, it
Oh,
just it.
you already know my least favorite scene ever, bro. Bro, I ain't never been so angry at a movie, bro. I was a child, and I was like, what is that? Ah!
Bro, I know
Bro,
you
Joe,
was
you know what I'm
mad
talking. You
as
know what he's talking about.
I know
No.
you was mad
On
as
the
shit, bro.
first Hulk movie, when the guy who's like, I can't remember, if he's like
Oh my
the new,
god.
like his girl's new boyfriend, whatever he was, he was
He
a jerk.
basically was hating. He was basically hating on Bruce.
Yeah, they're like the hater of the movie, like the his biggest
Okay.
op. So there's an explosion behind him, and he goes ah, and it freezes, and it turns into like a comic book strip. But it
Yeah.
was the way it looked. He was like ah,
It looked like
and it just looked so dumb. And
it looked like bad photos. Think of a really, really bad Photoshop of guy exploding. It's like that.
and
Like
it
that's
was
the
just the way
best way to explain it.
ah, and I was like. That
He started
part
crying.
just, oh, bro, I wondered. I was like, oh, I hate it so much.
Yeah,
That,
that
that's my
was
number one. That's my
that
number one.
was the
That's what makes
Joker.
me.
That was
That
the
part like
Joker
legit
scene for
hurts
me.
me when I see it. Like I get so mad. Like that scene. Um,
Now,
the
now
scene
there's
in Ghost Rider 2.
coming back from the dead.
See, they're knocking at the
Oh yeah, they're
door.
knocking at the door. Like, bro,
They're
turn this.
knocking at the
Hey,
door.
Kenny, listen. The moment that shit came on, I said, I'm turning this off.
Because I forgot
I'm
that.
turning this off.
Look, I went through literal trauma with that scene that like my mind erased it, and then Sean brought it back up one day, and I just like, oh, I forgot about that, and I got so mad all
Bro,
over again. They're
I was
knocking at the
I
door,
was in utter disgust. I
and he
was
was pissing fire.
disgusted. They're
Oh.
knocking at the door. And that ugly shit that his eyes kept doing. I was like, ugh, turn this off. I can't even make it past this shit.
That part, like nothing pissed me off more than that part on that Ghost, because I hated Ghost Rider 2. Ghost Rider 1 was bad, but I could go back and watch it. Ghost Rider 2, there's no way I'd ever watch that again. There's
Ghost
no way.
Rider
I
Ghost
don't know
Rider
if
1
I've
was like
ever watched
a
the second one.
bad good movie.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable bad movie. Like it
Yeah,
was
it was like very
like
enjoyable.
Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four was not a great movie, but I can go back and watch that and enjoy it.
Yeah.
The second Ghost Rider, I don't know if I haven't seen it or if it was so bad that I just took it out of my brain, but I couldn't tell you a single thing about it.
You
I
ain't be real with
The
you, you
second
ain't
one was
missed
bad.
nothing.
I'm not gonna say the second one wasn't bad, but there were parts in there that was like, okay, that's cool.
Listen, when they animated the not animated, like the
The Silver Surfer.
are we talking about Fantastic Four or Ghost Rider 2?
I'm talking about Fantastic Four too.
Oh, well, I mean, honestly,
Because he said he don't remember. He said his mind like he said either saw it or he don't remember seeing it. And I was like,
okay.
there was parts on there that was cool. Like when he was on the board, and his like, so here's the board, and his body went like
Yeah,
straight
that
down
was
like that.
hard. That was hard.
And he was looking at this nigga Johnny Storm.
Johnny,
So I was like, what the?
yeah, that shit was hard.
And he
That
choked the
shit was
nigga out
hard.
and brought him to space, and then dropped
And
him. I
then
was like, yeah,
just
this is.
he said he just fell. I was like,
Yeah, that
damn.
whole part was cold. That like all that was cold.
And highly
Like
disrespectful when you think about it, bro.
the black dude pissed me off so much. The dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he pissed me off so much, bro.
Yeah,
He does his job. Every movie he's in, he does his job to piss me off.
yeah.
Because in that one and in The Mist, he was in both his movies pissing me off. Just
Yeah.
don't want to listen. He said, he said, sir, you stay right there. You're not going anywhere. Talk all kind of shit. That nigga Dr. Doom said. Blew that
He
nigga.
did that. He did that.
He had like this part of his face left in his hand. He was like,
That is disgusting, bro.
there's another scene that pissed me off. I'm trying to think what it was. Another scene that really pissed me off like that.
Nah, one scene. This is probably my second least favorite scene in the movie. It's a movie called Kimmy, bro, with Zoe Kravitz, bro. Oh my god,
You said, what's it called?
it's called Kimmy. It's
No,
called Kimmy,
I think I saw that. I think you were the one that told me you was watching.
bro.
I was
I
watching
said
it
I
with
need
you.
you to watch this movie. It's the scene when she's having the panic attack in the hallway, bro. She just did the ugliest shit. It made me. I was like, "Oh, I hate this! I hate this so much! I hate it!" It was so ugly. I'm thinking I can't like I'd have to be in person to show y'all what she did, or y'all could just go watch the movie and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But
I know what it is. I know what the third one is. I just remember it. I just got mad all over again. Like I
what?
legit just got mad. The Purge election year. Have you seen that?
No, I have not. I thought it was the first. I thought you were gonna talk about the first one.
No, they had a scene. Oh, this like I'm getting re mad. Like I feel like a cold choke on my neck. It makes me so mad. So this like you know how to purge. You know you get 6 to 12 hours. I forget how many hours it is, but you get to act the fool.
Yeah.
So the little black chick, she steals a candy bar. She steals a candy bar from this guy's shop, and she gets caught stealing this candy bar. This is before the actual purge thing. So she gets caught stealing the candy bar, and he's like, "Hey, you got to pay for that, whatever." Like a normal store owner will do. And she was like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna get that candy bar. I'm gonna get that candy bar." So I was like, "Okay." So then later on, she pulls up. I ain't gonna lie, the way she pulled up was clean though. They had like these white Christmas lights wrapped around the car, like all around the car, literally all around it, even though you wouldn't even be able to open the door the way they had it set up. But it was like all around the car. She had all over her body. She had a little white mask, and she came out looking clean. So she comes out like that, looking like weird. So I was like, okay. Then she pulls it off, and she goes, "I'm gonna get that candy bar." I said, "Get this, bro!"
So get
In
this shit out of
the
here.
middle of the purge, like so she's ready to kill. I'm gonna get that candy bar. So she the whole purge, she's like trying to kill this store owner, and I'm like.
He said, "Get this shit the fuck out of here, man."
I ain't never been so angry at a movie. Besides the whole,
Oh my god.
besides the whole, nothing be more angry
Oh
than the
my
whole.
god. That is nasty,
You know what
bro.
movie I know will piss me off is the new Final Destination.
Mm,
That's
I'm not
probably
gonna lie.
yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it, but
I'm
I
gonna see it
know
for
it's
sure.
gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
It does look low budget. It does look kind of low budget from the trailer, but the trailers I seen that they dropped 2 trailers, and both of them had me like, I can't wait. I
I've
love
been,
those movies. Like the last no, not the last two. The one with the race car
oh
one.
yeah, where the
That was
tire
the
goes
worst
flying
one.
off.
Yeah, that was the worst one, like by a lot.
I'll tell you what, I still don't get on roller coasters because of that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit messes me up. That part
And the
with the
planes.
lumber, remember the part with the lumber in the car, like, and they do is like that part.
Oh, Kenny,
Um,
let
That's
me
why I
tell you how
can't.
many
That's why
times.
I hate driving behind those
Let me
trucks,
tell you
bro.
how many times a week I have to drive behind them because.
that part is so scary, but that part, and then there's a part where the girl's getting LASIK, and they literally like
Mm.
pry her eyes open like this.
Oh yeah,
They literally,
yeah.
she's like this, and you see the laser like, and you just like
Mm.
like you're literally like your anticipation is like, oh, I know she's gonna get it bad. You're like, oh, you're
Mm.
just waiting on it, like ah. And I got a
So
weird thing about my eyes. I got a weird thing about my eyes. So like anything with eyes in movies, I'm like, I can't. And that scene when it was like you could tell what's happening. They did the way Final Destination just kind of teases you with what's going to happen. You're like, oh, come on, hurry up, hurry up.
so
I forgot. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say 2 years ago I had an appointment to go get like check my wisdom teeth about getting those out, and I was like, I forgot what the hell I got. I think I got like the app where you can get like it's like all scary movies or something. Final Destination, all of them were on
Shutter.
there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, let me check out Final Destination. I haven't watched those in a minute, so I watched the first couple, and I was like, all right, yeah, these are good. I got to the third one, and it was the dentist one, where the
Mm.
kid is like sitting there with his mouth open, and the thing drops down into
Yeah.
his mouth, and then he's like, he doesn't die from it, but he's like choking on it and everything. I immediately canceled my wisdom teeth appointment.
He said, "Actually,
the thing about
not today."
the thing about those movies is they'll show one thing, you're like, oh, he gonna die from that for sure, and then
They
It's
don't.
always
they
something
don't,
different.
and then it's something totally random kills him. You're like, what? Like that scene right there he's talking about, the dude's getting choked out, and then all of a sudden they save him, and all of a sudden he's just like, see some birds in the street. He's like, whoo, 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 whoo. He's like trying to wave
Yeah,
the birds around. It's like glass
the
plane,
glass
glass
just falls
pane
down
comes
on
down
him.
and just falls on him. I was like,
The
where'd that come from?
Or that remember that girl that got her head stuck in the elevator?
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. Yes, that one. Oh, you gonna do with the hooks in there? He's like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
yeah.
sorry. She getting her hair pulled. She's like, help. Help.
I love the guys that are like trying to like they're the detectives on the case and they're like, there's always the people that are like, okay, we're gonna figure this shit out.
we're gonna figure out who this killer is. Every time, what I just said, they'd be like, every time there's a dead body, you just happen to be there, even though they're trying to save them. They'd be like, yeah, wait, arrest her, arrest. No, I gotta save him. I gotta save him. Get him. And then the dude be like, oh, then all of a sudden a big like plank comes down and kills him. You're like, no, I'm trying to save him.
Just the most random events. Like I don't even know how to go about this shit. Bro.
That's why I'm ready for that. Like, did you see the trailer yet, Jalil?
I'd have to look at it again.
Bruh. Like, they got a part in the trailer because there's two different trailers where one like both people are going to go through some mess. You see the dude. This is one of those things I have a big fear of. That like it's like a weird fear that I know would never happen, but I still have this fear. Is somebody doing stuff with glass next to a whole thing of ice?
Ooh.
And that's what happened. The glass broke, and the glass shards fell in the ice. And the dude scoops up the ice, and you see him about to drink. I was like, no!
Oh yeah. I saw
like, no!
After when they was at the bar,
Bro, like this one, like no, they're like this one's at like a cookout, and they got
cookout.
that going. You see the dude scooping, and you see the ice is in there, and I was like, no, that one. And then you see one where dude is like a tattoo. He's like a tattoo artist. And they got, I don't know, I can't remember what it was that chained him up, but he got yanked up and it was pulling, like the fan was like up top, just pulling this little chain thing. And it was rising, like bringing him up. He's like, he's getting choked out. I was like, oh, this movie's going to be crazy. Like, this movie's going to be ridiculous.
What? Neither of those is how those people die, though.
No, you know it's not. After all that, they're like, I made it.
It's gonna be like a damn. They're gonna get hit by like a truck or some shit.
There was one on the third one.
How'd the dude from the he worked at like a hardware store or something died? It was like a fork truck or something, forklift.
You're talking about? There was one guy. I'm trying to remember.
I think it was either the first or the second movie. The guy looked emo, kind of looked like Mike.
That was from the third one. I think that was from the third one. Because I think if that's the one I'm thinking of. He had like some kind of truck like landed on him. It was just random. Like I'm trying to remember. I think that's the one because I can't remember if that's him or the one that had the staple gun that was shooting at him. And he was like, and he was like tearing him up, and he like literally landed to the wall. He was like, their hand was right here. You see him. And I was like, damn, they died crazy. That one and one dude was at the drive-thru just ordering some fries, bro. And you seen the car pull up, and they was trying to save him, and he was like, huh? And then you seen he gets like hit, and somehow like the engine goes flying out, and you see the thing, the propeller thing like on his head, and he was just. I was like, yeah, he died terrible.
He got taken the fuck out,
bro. He got lit up.
It comes out in like 2 weeks, doesn't it?
It comes out my brother's birthday, and he gonna be salty. I'm like, yeah, all right, happy birthday, nigga. I want to see that movie bad, bro.
Yeah,
I might see that opening.
I might have to go see.
I want to see that bad. Like that's like the one movie I'm really excited to see is that movie, and I want to see Megan too because that movie looked crazy.
I can't. This bitch was flying.
This movie looked silly as shit. I'm watching.
I said, bro, when this bitch become a Power Ranger? What the fuck is? What is this?
This ain't even the same movie no more. Like that first one was totally different than this second one.
That's what I'm saying, bro. She became a whole cyborg. Well, I mean, she is a robot, but like she developed how to fly.
She said, "Hey, I want to be taller," and she was in there fighting. She was like,
right, throwing hands. I said, "Hold on a minute, I like this."
I said, "This movie gonna be an epic."
I'm front and center when that drops.
Those are the two movies I'm like excited for, and then I wanted to see Sinners, but I've already seen that now. But like those were the three movies. Like I was like, I gotta go see this movie like ASAP.
I do gotta go see Sinners. I haven't seen Sinners. I mean, I already know what happens on Twitter, but like,
yeah, I want to see when we're seeing Final Destination. They crack me up because you know they swerve you. They do the little swerve thing. They had one.
My bad. My bad. I had to.
The dude was. This is one of my favorite deaths, though. The dude was working out. He plays football for the high school, and he was like that cocky football player. He was like, I don't know what the machine is, but he go like this, like you're taking the thing, you're bringing it down, like
lateral pull downs.
Yeah. So he's doing that machine, right?
Yeah.
And dude. This one of the scenes, if you pay attention to it, it's funny as shit. Because like he's doing that thing, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody's doing these hard workers. He's just they're just slamming shit around. And the one dude's got like 5-pound weights. So everybody's screaming. You see him going, Go like this. Ah! So everybody's doing their thing, and they're teasing this like this thing is gonna cut them. Like there's like these swords up top that's like hanging. So they keep
Oh yeah.
showing it.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're like, oh shit. And he's like, I just win, Kevin. I just win. Fuck the Bruins. Fuck the Bruins. We're going to team to win. So he slams it down, and the old girl at the main character is like looking around like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. And then she was like, wait. And then he brings it down, and then you see the little thing cut. It cuts a rope. It cuts like a little rope thing. And he's like, oh, I'm safe. Death can't fuck with me. Death can't kill me. I just win, Kevin. He goes like, ah! And he does it. His little things clamp down like, he clamp on his head, and his head blew up in front of him. Bro, like the things, like the blood from his head just go shooting at them. They're like, ah! That was my favorite deaths, bro, because he was talking so much shit. I just win, Kevin. Ah! I just win, Kevin.
I went to the movie theaters. The one I don't remember. I think it's the third one, but it's when the girls are in the tanning bed and get fried.
That's the same one. That's third.
I remember that one.
They died terrible. They died terrible.
That was my first date I ever went on, and my grandma and mom were probably like 4 rows back from me. And when that scene happened, they yelled down, "Joe, cover your eyes!"
Oh, with the titties. The titties out.
I'd have been pissed.
Did you cover your eyes, or you keep looking?
No, I kept looking.
Joe, don't lie. He's still.
No! Stay innocent. Stay innocent.
He's gonna get a boner.
Stop that.
Stay innocent.
It's already happening.
You're a child of God. Please.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs.
He was number one.
He was out there acting a fool down there.
Acting a plump fool. I'm weak, man.
We had to get our Final Destination moment because that movie is coming out. I'm ready for that movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that. I'm
gonna go see opening night. I tell you, I'm gonna go see it.
I might have to go see it. I just looked because I thought it was my day off, and it's not. But I'm definitely gonna go that weekend.
I'm going that night. It was a Thursday night, wherever May 16 lands on. I'm gonna go see it. Like I said,
it's May 16th.
Yeah, it says my brother's birthday, so I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna be like to tell him, like, hey, happy birthday, but I gotta go.
I gotta go see this movie.
I gotta see this shit. I want to see this movie bad. I stopped the whole review corner. My fault. So.
No, you good. That's all I had to review.
Damn, we 30 minutes and we not even done with the first review.
Because it was good. We had a good little conversation about Final Destination. The movies are lit.
Actually, no, I did have one more thing to review called Ransom Canyon. It's a cowboy show. Very toxic. Very, very toxic.
What in the fuck?
You see what happened to you just now?
Huh?
Yeah, why'd
you were like Ransom Canyon, then like a thumbs up popped on your face, like.
For real?
Yeah, it's like the app was like, "Hey, you did a good job with that one." Like it popped up like, it was like a little bubble, like it was like a bubble, like you were thinking.
Can you say
and then,
that
like,
again? I just want to see if it pops up again.
Ransom Canyon. Yeah, fuck with me.
Yeah, the first time he was like, you seeing it like bloop bloop bloop, and then you seeing the thumbs up come up.
But yeah, so very toxic show, but it's actually really, really good. I honestly don't think any of you guys would like it though, because it's very cowboyish.
I like cowboy stuff.
Do you like drama? Cowboy drama? So here's the thing: it's like drama. Think of like it's like
it's Brokeback Mountain.
Hey, Jake
on a more mature scale. On a more mature scale.
Jake Gyllenhaal alert.
It's like more mature Brokeback Mountain. Like just how it's very like there's like
not gay.
Well, there's no gayness in it. But it's like it has like euphorious. It's like a euphoria feel to it, kind of, but just like cowboys. Okay. Take Euphoria, just make it cowboys.
I don't know if I want to see a cowboy movie with no. Is there action in that at least?
Nah, they don't fight.
Yeah, you gotta take that long.
I was trying to see, wait, do they even fight? Nah, they don't fight. They be fucking though.
If there isn't a part in the movie with cowboys where they are on horses,
shooting,
yeah, they ain't doing that.
But they gotta be smacking the back of the gun too.
It's a lot of fucking though.
They gotta do that. They gotta do the high noon. I'm gonna see you at high noon. We take 6 steps out. Let me shoot. Like we gotta have all that.
Nah, it's not that.
We gotta have a bar fight and none of that going. I don't know, man.
There's no.
Someone's got
But
to get thrown through the swing doors.
it's more of a drama. It's like a drama. It's to me it's really good. I think it's a good story because it's basically about two brothers just kind of just not being good to each other. Basically,
Just walking around with spurs on the back of their feet. On the shoe.
just is this one brother's disrespecting the other, and the other one's disrespecting them, but everybody has a story. It's like so there's one issue. There's one huge issue, and
No
everybody's
action.
story is connected to that issue.
Mm.
And that's what makes it interesting to me because it all comes back to just this one thing. And I'm
Do
like,
they
that
at
is
least rob a train?
there actually is a train involved in it, but it's not robbed.
They ain't robbing the train.
Nah.
They showed the train, but they didn't rob it.
They didn't rob it.
Something else happens on the
Golly.
train. Something else happens with the train. He said, golly.
Golly.
I don't want to see this shit.
I need some cowboy shit to go on. Does
Yeah,
somebody
right.
get taken and slammed onto the top of it like the bar counter, and then they knock all the bottles over with them?
Ooh, yeah, with
drag
the
'em?
face. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They don't get dragged, but somebody does get slammed on the counter, though.
Okay. It's a random counter.
No, he just, I told you. It's like one of those. I told you about doing that shit. It's like one of those type of moments. It's like one of
You
those.
said it's called Ransom. Ransom what?
Ransom Canyon. It's on Netflix.
Ransom. Okay, I'm about to remember.
It's
that.
I think it's pretty solid. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah,
It's
I
got
could watch. I could watch as long as it isn't a straight romance movie. That's all I care about.
no.
romance
It's
movies.
I mean there's romance, but it's like drama. When I say it's drama, it is drama. You be like,
I'll check
God
it out then.
damn.
I do get. So you do like cowboy stuff?
I love cowboy shit.
Have you seen Young Guns?
No, I have not.
Jalil, what's the name of it
Watch
again?
that.
Ransom Canyon. I forgot the main actor, the male actor that plays Staten. I think Staten or Staten is his name. I forgot what he's from. He looks so familiar. I just don't know where he's
Mighty
from.
Ducks.
That's him.
The TV show Mighty Ducks.
I was gonna say I was like the movie I was suggested had him in it.
And then
Ransom Canyon.
Josh Duhamel.
yeah, like what is he from? Like, I've seen him somewhere. And then there's
That's the nigga from from Transformers.
it is. You're right. He was the military dude.
Yeah, you said he was in
Vikings.
Transformers. He's in a lot of weird movies. Now I think about
And
it.
then there's Minka Kelly. Her fine ass.
I don't know who Minka Kelly. I gotta look her up. I don't know her
If you
name.
see her face, I think you know who she is.
Minka Kelly.
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, okay. I know who this is. When I looked, I don't know what movie she's from, but I've seen her before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who she is.
But yeah, what's this movie called? Young Guns. It's about Billy the Kid. It's starring you brought up Mighty Ducks. The coach from Mighty Ducks is Charlie Sheen. It's I don't know if you've seen 3 O'clock High. He's in it too. The main character from 3 O'clock High. That's the movie I definitely recommend. 3 O'clock High. These are both 80s movies, but 3 O'clock High. That's the one when the bully doesn't like being touched, and dude touches him. Like, hey man, you gotta chill out a little bit. And he was like, me and you, 3 o'clock. And that's the whole movie. So dude's trying to avoid this fight. The whole movie.
Wait, wasn't that remade?
They kind of did it. They kind of did it again with Teacher Fight.
Yeah, I was saying, wasn't that movie?
But this was the original. And this dude, bro, if he swing on you, bro, you out. Like it's like, bro, he was knocking niggas out. Like, dude was trying. When I say he was trying everything to get this fight, he was not going, bro. He was like, bro, I'm not trying to fight this man. This nigga was huge. Like, and this back in the 80s where everybody that's like everybody in the school looks 30 years old for some reason, even though they playing 15-year-olds. Like, this nigga was old.
You mean Tobey Maguire?
Bruh. Going back and seeing these movies from the 2000s and seeing people that are 30, like 15 years old, but they're really 30 years old, you're like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, because Tobey Maguire looked 30 when he was playing Peter Parker. He looked 30. Bro, when I tell you, after I saw that movie, that is all me and my friends would do.
I got that from you. I'll be doing it all the time. My favorite line on that is the first one. When he was like, it was 2 lines. When he was like, Mary Jane and I are gonna have a hell of a time.
I was like, what does that mean?
I was like, why did Green Goblin say it like that? Gonna have a hell of a time.
Hell of a time. Hell of a time.
That scene, and then when
he came in.
when she was praying, he was like, "Finish it,
Oh my gosh.
deliver us from evil."
Oh,
She said, "Those eyes, those big yellow eyes." Okay, Joe, what you got for us review corner?
Solo Leveling. I've been watching that. That show is fucking phenomenal. Expedition 33 might be one of the best games I've ever played in my life, if I'm being honest. And I went into it expecting it to be a bum ass game. Honestly, so surprising. Like this company has never made a video game before, and they made this game where I don't want to spoil it or anything, but
So wait, you're saying they built a game for this first game they ever
this is the
made. You're saying
first
it's
game
one of the
they've ever
greatest games
made.
ever?
It is one of the greatest games I've ever played.
That's crazy.
It is unbelievable. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like maybe 10 minutes in, I was like, this is game of the year.
Mm.
And like that was barely any gameplay at all or anything. I also didn't look too much into the game. So I wasn't expecting it to be a turn-based game like how the old Final Fantasy games are.
Ugh.
Like
I like a turn-based game. I like a turn-based game.
So I usually only fuck with it with Pokemon. All the other ones I've always struggled with. Like the old Final Fantasies, I could not do them. This one feels so good when you're doing it. I don't know what it is. Like, cause you can still dodge, you can still like parry, you can still do all that stuff, even though it's turn based. And then
Julius hit nah.
yeah, we don't care about you.
I mess with turn-based games, so I can't say nothing.
This dude told me to play this shit, and he just abruptly left out. It's turn based. Now he's gonna throw it in. Ah, damn sure ain't playing that shit, bro.
But the
This
graphics on it are insane. The cutscenes are crazy. Like
motherfucker
it,
said turn based, bro.
I legitimately I think it's like 3/4 away through the game. I'm sure you guys see me, Sean, in the chat, like all caps, like what the fuck happened? But like there's just a part where I was sitting in the recliner, chill. You know, you have those moments, and I was like I literally
is that the one you were is that the one you went live playing?
I was playing that live, yeah.
Okay, 'cause I was watching a little bit of it.
Yeah, I literally sat up and was like speechless for like 2 minutes and was like, holy fuck, did that really just happen? And games never do that to me. I'll tell you, I am putting this equivalent to the Telltale Walking Dead game at the end of the first season.
Okay.
Like it hit me the same. I was just like, oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit almost made me cry.
I almost cried during that. Telltale games hit me.
There was was it twice? Yeah, it was. No. It was 3 different times. Now I think about it, and so the first Walking Dead one, the second Walking Dead, the third one, no, and then the fourth Walking Dead. Those seasons, I was like, I felt a little like a little lump in your throat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jalil, have you ever played a Telltale game?
I did the Telltale Batman series a little bit.
That one doesn't count.
That's probably the weakest one. That's the weakest one.
Well, I also don't really like games like that. So
No, Jalil.
But yeah,
Telltale Walking Dead, one of the greatest games I've ever played.
And I don't really like zombies either.
No, but that's the thing. It don't matter because it's just the choices you make because you're trying to make these choices and you got to keep niggas on the squad.
Everyone's game is different. That's the best part. Me and Kenny probably had a completely different story. Like there's big events that still happen, but there's probably you get seasons of it because it's just like a TV show. So like when it was coming out, you had to buy the new DLC every week because it was a new episode. That's how the game works. Like you bought episode 1 for $5, then next week you bought episode 2 for $5. Fucking great scheme too to make money.
Right, like that's a fucking robbery.
So,
but it was worth it though.
Oh my God, it was so. I bought the first one because again it was only $5 an episode, so it was like I'll see what it's about. $5 for a game, not that bad. But yeah, the decisions you make in the first game will affect all the way what happens in the 6th game. So like, you could kill someone off right at the beginning of the first game, and I could have them as like one of the main people in my the very end of my game. It's every single decision you're making completely turns the story.
Yeah, it was so good. It was That one was really good because like I said, certain scenes when you're watching, you're like, oh fuck, I should have did that.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I
there was,
know.
bro, there was one scene, bro, and you're like, and when you do it, and then you look back, you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have did that shit. Like you just in there salty, like, damn.
You know what
Like one of them, like there's one scene where it's a little bit of a spoiler in the first season where your team is hungry, like everybody's hungry. You're trying to figure out what you do for food, and you see a car with a whole bunch of food in it, and you're like, what can I do? And you got to watch this little girl the whole time. You're a black dude, you got to watch this little white girl, Clementine, and you're like, I gotta feed her because everybody's getting hungry. And literally, like you made a decision. I made a decision to steal the food because if we was all arguing about what should we do, and I stole the food. Man, they got to that last episode of that season, and this white dude, because you're trying to figure out like what's who kidnapped this girl, who kidnapped the girl Clementine.
Yeah.
You find out it's the guy who owned that car, and he was like, all I was trying to do was feed my family, and you took that from him. My wife died because there was nothing to eat. And I was like, oh, I was like, oh. He was like, I have children. I have children. They all. I was
He
like,
said, I was like, I'm so sorry.
Jalil, that's what I'm saying though. Like this
You
game,
know what? You know what?
it's crazy.
Off the strength of that, I'll play it, but I only want to play it when I get my streaming set up because I want to do it live. Because I know for a fact I'm gonna make the dumbest decisions, and it's gonna be hilarious.
You know what else is great about that game? So
What?
because each part of it is one episode, so like when you finish episode 1, it'll show you how many people made the same decision as you. Like
yeah,
a
that's
percentage.
the lit part too. Yeah, when it does that.
Damn, so it was like 59,000 dumbass niggas, stupid ass.
Because with me, I ain't gonna lie, I be playing low key aggressive. It'd be like 23% killed that man. I was like, damn, I was at the 23%.
He said, damn, I ain't shit.
I've been there before too.
And like that one, that's how remember that comic I told you about, Fables? That's how I found out about that. I was playing Wolf Among Us. That's my shit. Like they supposed to drop season 2 of that like years ago, and I'm excited because they're finally dropping that shit. But that one had me like, damn, this shit's good as fuck. I remember playing it like, oh, that one, and then like, because they what they do is they give you the demo, and in the because that was back when I used to buy demos, or not buy demos, but download demos. I downloaded the demo. Was like, let me try this Walking Dead shit out. Played it. Then it was just like they just stopped. I was like, no, I need to play. I'm like, no, I want to keep playing.
I did the same thing. It was like the demo part, and then it like hit the spot, and it was like you can pay to finish the episode, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll do it, $5.
Yep,
whatever.
that was me.
Yeah,
I did that, and I was like, and I kept buying them. Wolf Among Us did that. This Batman, I did that too, and there's another one I played through.
There are 2 games that have been incredible with the way that they release content. One is Telltale Walking Dead.
Yes.
Because like
any of them,
the fact that it was, I don't think, well, there's some of them that didn't do it, but like Walking Dead was the first one. So they release an episode a week for a season, and then you wait a whole nother year for another season. Like it literally lined up perfectly as like a TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, so playing it as the games were coming out was fucking crazy because you're like,
okay,
damn, you left on a cliffhanger. Oh no, what needs to happen?
So it's like, so you can make a crazy decision, and at the end of the season, you know, it turns out, it turns out how it turns out, and then it goes into the next season.
Every episode affects the next episode. That season affects
and
that
then like,
season.
And when you're doing this, like it's just like you're like, okay, that was no big. Like it'll be something minor,
like light.
Yeah, and then like all of a sudden later on, he'll be like, "Remember you told me to go to hell?"
Well, now I'm bringing hell to you. Like, whoa!
You'd be like, bro, like it'd be something small like that, something small you did that you didn't even think about, and that will come back to bite you. Like it'll be season 1, you did this. Season 3, somebody will bring it up, like, yeah, remember you did this to me? Well, this is why I have. You like, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, because it'll actually like ruin trust. Because I had that in like season 4, I think someone came back and it was something I did in season 1. And it was, but I lowered their trust level all the way.
Bro, and it tells you, they'd be like, Fred remembers that. You be like, fuck. Especially after a while, you like, fuck.
Now Fred don't fuck with me.
Bro, the moment you see Fred remembers this, you're like, fuck, that's gonna come back to bite me. Fred remember that, you're like,
yeah, I'm gonna add that to the list, but I'm only playing it when I got my setup because I feel like that'll be funny as content.
You might, I'm not gonna lie, you might cry on stream. That shit is,
you might.
I'm dead ass. Because like I said, they almost got me. Luckily, they didn't see me because at the time I didn't have the whole setup. Like I could
Yeah.
hear my
Oh
voice.
no, y'all gonna see me. So if I'm crying, y'all gonna see me cry.
Right, yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
was playing
slide.
that season. I was playing season 4. I was playing season 4, and you gotta do some stuff. And I was like, okay, this is straight. And all of a sudden they got to the towards the end. I was like, I said mute. Don't you dare cry with this video game. Don't you dare cry.
There's
Because they
another.
didn't have me. Walking Dead had me. Like I said, you
There's
gotta
another
play that game. That shit is so good.
Detroit
I'm gonna add
Story
it to
too.
my.
The same.
I might add all of them to my list. The
Because
other one you talking
after
about?
you play the first season, you're like, I gotta play season 2,
Yeah. All right.
and then you
Batman
gotta play
was
season
definitely the
3.
worst one.
So which one?
Batman was the worst one for sure.
Yeah,
I've only played a little
Batman was
bit
the
of that
worst
one.
one. Yeah, that's why I was like, it sucks. You start off on that one.
Yeah.
Walking Dead was my first one, so I came in hot. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then they dropped Wolf Among Us, and I was like, this ain't no Walking Dead. And then I started playing. I said, damn, this shit good as fuck.
I know. I was like, I'm not gonna like this, and then I loved it.
That shit is so good because that was a detective one. That's the detective one where you're trying to
Yep.
figure out who's committing these murders in this like fairy tale land. Like, and they murder niggas. You see the whole nigga's head just off to the side. You're like, God damn, they and you got to really investigate. You got to look like, okay, so this is going on with them, this and this. You like watch, you like, fuck, who could it be? You got to interrogate niggas, and the stuff you do while you interrogating them comes back to bite you because you know me, I'm aggressive. So it was like beat him up, yeah, nigga.
Fred remembers that.
Yeah, bro, exactly. Fred, remember this. Then nigga show up, black eye. Yeah, there you go, right there. Like,
He's like, God damn it! I shouldn't have hit Fred.
yeah, because every time they'd be like, you want to talk to him, or you want to aggressively think, like
I was like,
everything you
me.
do comes back to bite you.
I know me. I'm swinging. Fuck that. I'm swinging, bro. Fuck
The
is
thing
you
that
talking
sucks
about?
though, I gotta go back through and play Wolf Among Us again because whenever the second one drops, they're gonna say because when you start the next season, it'll say, do you want it to
Previously on.
preset? Do you want to preset your thing, or do you want it to use the last decisions you made for the last season? And I'm like, yeah, these are the last decisions I made. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, definitely get those games.
I would say Walking Dead is by far number one. Then Wolf Among Us, Back to the Future,
I
Game
still
of
ain't beat Back to the Future.
Thrones.
I forgot about Game of Thrones. That was fire.
Game
Yeah,
of Thrones has one.
Yes, that one
God
was
damn.
fire. That one was fire.
Don't play it before you finish the show, though.
See, I made the mistake. I played that before I watched the show.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he looks kind of cool. And then I was
he's
like, I
not
seen
he's
him show. I
not
said,
there
oh,
yet, so I know you're not there yet in the show.
you didn't see Ramsey Bolton, did you?
I haven't started 4 yet.
I didn't know who he was. I was like, oh, this nigga the truth.
I'm
This
not.
nigga's real. Yeah, you gotta play the Game of Thrones. I forgot all about Game of Thrones being the one. Yeah,
I'm
that's cool.
gonna add all those.
And then you
I'd
said
say
I gotta finish Back
Borderlands
to the
after
Future though.
that.
I got what's that one? What's the team? Fuck with Gamora and all them. Why am I blanking
Oh,
on it?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I got that, but I never.
That
I
game,
was gonna play it on
man,
stream.
that was a great game.
Oh, you played it?
I had a lot of
No,
fun.
he's
That was a
talking
great
about the
game.
Telltale one, not the.
Oh, there's a Telltale
No,
one.
that's what I'm saying. They have a Telltale one. You gotta make decisions. That's why I was like, I
I
was
ain't
gonna
know
do it
that.
on stream.
I ain't know that.
The actual Guardians of the Galaxy game though is probably one of the best superhero games.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I ain't
Yeah.
never played that. I didn't know
No,
they had
it's
one.
fun as shit. It's fun as shit.
Kenny, I've played it like 4 or 5 times.
Storyline great, graphics great, fighting great. They have this really cool thing where you can motivate your team, and if you don't do it right, then only you get the boost. Not gonna lie, I did that a lot because clearly I'm not a good fucking leader. But
Star Lord powerful as shit. Everybody else weak.
everybody else life in red, my shit in green. I'm like, damn, my bad. They all down and shit.
No.
But it's a great game. I highly recommend you try that game out, Kenny. I think you really like it.
I'm about to try it. Is it at least on sale right now?
It's always like $5.
Yeah, I would say it's
Oh, it's
really cheap in
$5.
there. It's kind of if you played
Don't say Suicide Squad.
No.
no
I refuse to play that.
oh my god, what the fuck is that game?
Arkham Knight.
No. What? No.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Oh my god, what is the very first?
It's $20 to buy it brand new at GameStop. So
If you
Oh no,
played,
I ain't gonna buy no CD. I'm
if
gonna
you
buy.
played that, not Outlaws, not Survivor. What's the one before Star
Outlaw.
Wars Survivor?
Oh, you talking about
It's like that. It's a lot like that.
you talking about the one with Star Killer?
Cal Kestis. It's Survivor. It's like that Star Wars Survivor, and then
I
the
know you
one
talking
that's
about.
right before. I
I
forgot
forget
what
the
that
name
one's
of
called.
it.
But it's a lot like those games.
I ain't gonna lie, I never beat them games.
Damn
I played
it.
them a little bit. That's one of the ones I played a little bit, never beat it. That's what it was.
God damn it, kid.
I seen everything that happened in it, but I never beat it for
Damn
myself.
it, he trying to slip slide it.
Yeah,
Let me down.
because my Brandon was like, "You gonna get the second one?" And I was like, "Damn, I ain't there. Beat the first one." Like, I bought the first one, was playing it. Was like, "Yeah."
Kitty ain't shit. You a
And Madden
deadbeat
dropped. I
gamer.
said, "Ah."
He said,
You know how I
"Ooh,
do. Madden dropped.
Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions." Ah, shit.
Nothing gets real, bro. When we start that franchise up, everything else don't matter no more.
Ah,
So
niggas,
yeah, I'm
man.
gonna go through. I'm gonna go through and play it. I am. I
You,
am.
I think you'll really like it because it's like to me, Guardians of the Galaxy is just Star Wars as superheroes, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
got
got
a
a
point with
hot
that.
take. I fucking hate them in general, though.
See, yes, I can't stand Guardians of the Galaxy. However, I have a newfound like enjoyment for them now after playing the game.
That game is the only enjoyment I've ever gotten from them. I don't like their movies. I don't like their characters.
Really? You didn't like the third one?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they
The
had a
third
bad
one is
movie.
the
I
the only one that I would rewatch.
That wasn't that bad.
right.
Two is not that bad. Two is not that bad. Two is not that bad.
Dude,
Let's
I
two
remember
is
seeing it in theaters,
it's like
and
two.
when
Listen,
Ego was like, "It sucked when I had to put that cancer in your mother." Everyone's like, I was like, "That shit ain't shit." I was like, "That shit."
that
So I was like, "This movie ain't shit." It was a gasp everybody did. Like this movie was just so.
it
When he
was
did it, and I
okay.
was
So
like, "This movie is
I'll say this.
stop."
Two was definitely the weakest one out of all three.
Yeah, for sure.
It was the weakest one out, of
For
three, but I
sure.
don't think it was that bad.
I think two was bad. I would say two was bad.
It
And I
was
think
bad.
the end of the first one was bad.
Where when what?
I don't like movies where love conquers all. The only
Oh
way to
yeah.
beat the villain, it has to be love. Like that shit's stupid. I'm sorry. The end of the movie, they were like, "How can we save her?" And then he kissed her, and then she was like, and she's back. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I hate
Yeah.
that. I don't like when somebody okay, magic's the only thing keeping them up in the air. We need this way to stop her. And then she gets kissed by her true love, and no.
Isn't that what happened at the end of Morbius when he kissed the girl?
Listen, Morbius is one of the movies I don't remember shit from that movie.
Yeah, I don't
My mind
remember.
erased that.
I'm trying to
Besides,
think.
I remember that one scene when that nigga was dancing. Like,
I don't remember. I know I've watched Morbius at least twice, and I don't know anything about it.
I watched it one time. I would not put myself through that again.
I just remember the hallway fight scene when he was flying. I was
I
like,
have I have this thing where my wife wants me to watch movies for the first time with her, so I watch them for the first time by myself, and then I do that in secret, and then I watch it with her.
Joe, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
I'm not waiting.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
watch
mad at it though, because
She said
that's some shit I do for real.
she said on what was it? It was either on Thursday or Friday last week. She turned on Netflix on the TV and she said, "You started You Without Me?" And I said,
He hit the stutter.
because
I
it
was
tell
like,
on you.
listen, the season dropped Thursday morning. I watched it all before work.
Kenny,
You're
he
like,
hit
you
the
ready to watch the first
safari.
episode tonight? You're like,
He said, the first one? So
but yeah,
I'm
that
like,
second one, Jaleel, that second one was bad. I'm sorry, that second one was bad.
I can't agree with that, man. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I ain't going for that one.
That second one was bad. And like I said, the end of the first one was bad. Oh boy was hitting that dance. I was like, what is
He
going
was hold
on?
on, he was fucking it up. He was fucking it up. All right. He
I
was
was like, what
fucking
is
it up.
going on?
He was fucking it. It was
Everyone was hurt.
unnecessary. It was very unnecessary. We didn't need it, but he was fucking it
I
up.
was like, what is going on? And then the third one, Adam Warlock's face pissed me off just a couple times. I was like,
It wasn't his face. It was just him as in general. I was like, bro, just go die or something, bro. I don't want you in this movie, bro.
okay.
He
I
brought
was
no
like,
value, bro. Like I was like,
he was literally useless in that movie.
he brought no value except for that one scene when he was just flying. His face was just all up in the camera, bro. I was like, was the scene cool? Yeah, but like back the
I didn't
fucking
like it. I tell you, I didn't
bro,
like his face. He was
back the camera up. God damn.
flying.
Like nigga, we see you, bro. We can see you, bro. That shit makes me bro. Oh, I hated that, bro. I hated that scene so much. Like if you take Adam Warlock out the movie, that movie was like honestly very good. Very, very good.
No,
Three,
it was great. Like that's made me feel sad about this little that black dude was yelling at him. He's like, "You want nothing but a raccoon?" What's going on?
listen, man, that
Experiment
nigga
seven
had
three
me
three three five. Whatever
no,
his name
that
was.
nigga had me crying every time he
That nigga was
spoke, bro.
ugly.
He was
that
ugly and he wasn't shit, but that nigga had me weak as hell, bro.
nigga's face was all stretched out. Did I tell you? He
Oh
looked
my god, I'm
nasty.
about to watch that again. That movie actually was low, high key funny, bro.
But when we talk about movies, the last thing we're gonna do. What was one like? What is one movie you saw in theaters that you're like happy that you seen in theaters? Like the movie
Star
was like
Wars
not just the movie
Episode
was fire,
3.
but just like everybody was lit. So like movies that you've seen in theaters that you're like, oh man, like I'm so glad I went to go see that in theaters. Or movies you did not see in theaters that you wish you would have seen in theaters.
This one,
Bruh.
you know exactly.
And
I
I
was
saw it in
so
theaters.
happy I saw that in
I
theaters,
just
bro.
wish I was further back because that was the one time I got my tickets late and I was sitting in the front row and my neck was like this. So I missed the snap because I was like, how was going on?
He
Literally,
said
I was
my
right
neck.
underneath
He
the
said my
TV.
neck is killing
I
me.
was
Man.
like, ah.
I
I
just remember everybody was like,
but
oh
but
my
Endgame,
god.
I was right directly in the middle seat, middle of the whole thing. I could see everything there. But that first one,
When he caught that hammer, everybody was going crazy, bro. I was so glad I was in the movie theater
yeah,
for the hammer and the snap. I was so glad I was in the movie for
bro.
those
I tell
two.
you, I think I told you I was sitting behind some hood niggas, and them hood niggas was going off when Captain America caught that hammer. Did I tell you, bro? That's my fucking nigga, bro. That's Cap, bro. That's Cap, bro. And I was like, this is
This would have been
crazy.
me.
Yeah, I was like, God. Like he
Like,
stood up.
nigga,
Nigga, I told you that's Cap, bro.
I
I
told
told
you,
you it
nigga.
was like
I
that.
told
I
you.
told you. I was like, having a
Oh my
being a
god.
hood nigga and you love Captain America like that is crazy. Like,
Yeah, like,
you like,
because he's a little racist. I will say this. I was I was upset that I didn't get to see Luke Skywalker versus Kylo Ren in theater, but I wasn't as mad because y'all saw my reaction when I realized he wasn't actually there.
yeah.
I rose up out my that shit caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. I rose up out my seat and I was like, okay, that might have been the hardest shit I ever seen in Star Wars, bro.
That shit was clean because he was like, more,
He was
more.
taking a shit. Bro. I'm
He
like,
said,
God damn.
I cannot believe that you said the one thing you wish you could have seen in theaters was the newest Star Wars movie.
No, because Luke versus Kylo Ren that was
No, no,
very
no, no,
good.
no.
he said
Well,
just
you
in general. He
You know
said
how
in
many
general.
other Star Wars movies came out besides that one?
okay? So
I'm not saying the movie's horrible.
nah. Listen. I did not become a Star Wars fan until like 2021.
Yeah,
Okay.
he like we made him binge watch it over my
But
house.
you
one
think
time.
that's a bigger pop, or do you think it would have been so much cooler to see fucking Luke, I am your father?
I mean,
No,
oh
no,
yeah, definitely. I Am Your Father probably went crazy, but it's like I wasn't alive,
yeah.
so I don't know how I was gonna see that one.
I was gonna say, I think for me, Obi-Wan versus Anakin in the third one when
Yeah,
they was going at it on that. I
yeah,
forget
that'd
that
have been a
planet's
good one to
called,
see.
but yeah, that shit like I saw that in theaters and I was a kid like.
Yep.
It was too much for me. Too much for me back then. I was like,
Yeah,
and
that was
bro,
probably
and
the best one
seeing
I've seen in theaters.
Darth Maul, because like remember Phantom Menace, that shit was long as shit for no damn reason. But seeing Phantom Menace when he was like, I was like, okay, he has a lightsaber out. Then he's like, he got a double-sided lightsaber.
Like don't say that shit.
Double-sided lightsaber.
That was insane.
Like as seeing that as like seeing him for the first time as a kid, we were tripping. Like, bro, it's a double. Like you don't understand. Like imagine telling a female that they don't give a fuck about that. You be like,
They don't
bro,
give a shit about none of
you
It's
don't
a double-ended
understand.
dildo.
He said, bro, The light came out of both sides, my nigga. Both
Said
sides.
both sides. He said, he said, bro, we was going crazy, bro.
That's how we looked at females. It went, then it went, bro. It was hard.
Then you
remember
all, you know, they gonna ask that. So what's the G part? What does that
What
mean?
is
Shut
that,
up!
bro?
Shut
It's a
up! Shut
lightsaber,
up!
bro. What's a lightsaber? It's a sword. It's an energy sword. It's got like lasers and shit. Bro. Watch the damn movie.
Guys, bro, knock your ass up.
Listen, this is some DLC I don't think Kenny's ever gotten access to, but I'm gonna bring it up because I feel like it. So I grew up in a trailer park as a young lad through my whole life, but there was I don't want to call it a guild, but we had a bunch of a big group of kids my age that we all had lightsabers, and we get together pretty frequently to be having battles.
So you were LARPing.
Yeah.
You were LARPing
through the trailer park between people's
You
yards
was
and stuff.
what's that movie from? Role Models.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was doing that, but with lightsabers.
But
but there was a trailer park, so niggas was like, "Hey, Jim Bob, hey Jim Bob, they're out there playing with them light swords again."
But
Hey, Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
Darth Vader.
Father.
He said, "You want to see?"
No, he didn't say father. He said, "I'm your pappy."
I'm your pappy. I'm your pappy.
I'm your pappy.
He want to
That's
talk
your
about Luke.
meemaw.
I am your father. Look, we go there all the time down here. We all kiss our sisters down here. We all kiss our sisters.
So
I just kissed Meemaw the other day. Like, what?
Not Meemaw.
My mom got me the Darth Maul lightsaber. So when I got that though in the trailer park though, and it was always like, you know, people would be ganging up on you and stuff. So I showed up with it.
Joe was flexing on like
that thing sucked so bad to use too.
Because it would always like one side would just go right back in there again.
Yeah, it was never steady.
Like, how do you even block? Like, you know, he made it look cool in the movie, but
that's because it's Ray Park. Like Ray Park is that guy for real.
Yeah, he said it took a lot of practice.
Yeah, like Ray Park's that nigga for real. So that makes sense. Now, a movie I wished I had seen in theaters. I wish I had seen the first John Wick in theaters.
Yeah. Well,
no,
I did.
I saw the rest of them in theaters, but the first one, I didn't know shit about it. And my dad was like, because sometimes my dad is very hit and miss with kind of movies. Some movies he'd be like, bro, watch this movie. And I'd be like, that movie was straight trash. And some movies he'd be like, okay, that was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. Like, but that one, he was like, bro, you gotta see John Wick, And I was like, all right, nigga. Like, I wasn't trying to see it. But then this was when HBO Max like first dropped. I think it was called HBO Go then. I think it was called HBO Go. And that's when I watched it. And I seen John Wick was like the premiere movie at the time. And I was like, let me go ahead and watch it. Watched it, and I was like, oh. I was mistaken.
That was a good ass movie.
I wish I had seen this.
That was a good ass movie.
Mine's gonna be this is gonna be out of left field for sure. It's a specific moment in the movie that I want to see in theaters though. Page Master.
Page Master.
Oh, you know it. You 1000% know it if you look it up.
The movie's called Page Master?
Yep. But it's the movie when the library turns from real life to.
Oh, I forgot. Like, you just like, you know how you like unlock a memory? Like when I looked at this, I was like, oh, I forgot this was a thing.
That is my favorite movie as a child.
See, now you open up his memory. I just thought of another movie that just like woke up my memory too. Remember Indian in the Cupboard?
I just watched that not too long ago.
I haven't seen a movie since I was like, I remember we had the VHS.
Like within the past 2
weeks. You said last week. Yeah, I haven't seen a movie since I was like probably like 6. Like it's been years. Like I said, VHS had a little toy. Well, you can't say Indian anymore. It's just Native American and indigenous person. It was literally we had a little toy to go with it. That came with the VHS, and I'm like, damn, that just woke up like a memory, man. That's crazy.
Jalil, do you know what Page Master is?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's Macaulay Culkin, you know, the dude from Home Alone. He like turns into a cartoon, and he like he going on adventures and shit.
But it's also the dude from Back to the Future.
Hold on a minute.
You're right. The old guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd. And then I think what is
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, I do know this.
See, I told you, but he woke up a memory, and you like unlocked the memory.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So the thing that I want to see in theaters though is him when he's at the library and the storm hits, and then it starts turning into the cartoon. I think that would have been fucking sick.
Yeah.
Speaking of, that reminds me, I want to see, like, if I could go back in time, but still have today's technology. You know, you were talking about them 4D movies.
Yeah.
I want to see Jumanji, the first Jumanji movie,
In 4D.
4D. When them niggas was like, them monkeys was running around the city and all that stuff going on. That would have been crazy here, like all around. You're like, oh shit.
Have you seen a 4D movie yet?
No, I still haven't seen one. Cause I remember you brought it up, and I'm like, I don't think we. Like,
the most recent one I went to was the new Twisters movie. I had a
remember
Pepsi
that.
and it was flat before the title of the movie showed.
Shaking the shit out your Pepsi.
Yeah, it opened up, like the opening scene of it was an E5 tornado, dude. My mom has back issues, and I did not even think about it when we got tickets.
She's
for
like,
it.
ah!
Yeah, like she has like the metal rods and shit, and she's like hanging on for her dear life. She's like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I was like, there's no normal seats. This is the only ones.
Realign her back.
Yeah, I think, dude, the one part in Spider-Man, the most recent Spider-Man movie,
Jurassic Park. That's the one I saw in 4D. Jurassic Park, I think. One of the Jurassic Parks.
It was just him going. That's why I refuse to watch those new ones. Just
Was it Jurassic Park?
I don't know if that'd be a good one for it. There's some movies that you just like have to go see, and like Twisters.
I forgot.
Was a good one.
I forgot.
That's what I watch because I hate monster movies like King Kong and Godzilla, but I feel like I would watch that. Yeah, I can't do it, Jaleel. I can't. Like the way Kaon's stubborn about watching like certain like magic movies, that's me with King Kong, and I hate those movies so much. I hate them, and I keep giving them chances, and they just keep getting worse for me. I don't like movies where like King Kong, Godzilla, Transformers. I don't like when something is big and fighting over the city, but for some reason we focus on these humans, and it's just like.
I will say I agree to that extent, because what pissed me off about Transformers, as great as the movies were, why the fuck was this nigga in college? Why the Earth was in fucking danger?
Bro,
You know
and
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm saying. I don't like I don't care about what's going on with that.
And
Like,
you telling me a nigga that's like what 50 something feet in the air can position himself to hide in the house, outside the house, and while his dad looking outside, Sam, what happened to my lawn?
bro, the second one I
You
hated more
can't
than
look left or right, bro.
bro. This nigga Sam really went to Transformers heaven, bro.
Hold on,
Like
bro.
nothing will make like he really went to Transformers heaven.
This nigga don't listen.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Damn. Golly, bro.
What?
Little
bitch ass. Now I'm down here.
He's about to get his ass kicked.
But yeah, I hate the Transformers, King Kong, Godzilla, any kind of movie like that.
No, Godzilla Year One.
Is that the one with Bryan Cranston?
Nope.
Nah.
Is that what was that one then?
That was the
It's the Japanese one that's from like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
I think that's when that was on Apple Music, right? I said Apple Music, Apple TV. I said Apple Music. I meant Apple TV.
Listen to this shit, man.
Okay.
I meant Apple TV. I said Apple.
Like, hey, sir, what you listening to? Oh, just the Godzilla soundtrack.
That's the type of shit K.O. be working out to. Like,
he said, "You heard a new man, that shit go crazy, bro." I actually would be scared to do that. Listen to that shit.
You know that scream they just put in movies all the time? Be like,
oh, that scream from you mean the one from Star Wars movie?
Bro, they put on everything, bro. Indiana Jones.
No. Wait, that same noise you're making could be either Godzilla or it could be the TIE fighters from Star Wars.
You know what my favorite death sound is? I think it's Minecraft. Like,
yeah,
oh,
bro.
Oh. Bro, that's like when somebody texts me, that's the sound it makes. Oh.
No, I remember you came over and that shit played. I was crying. I was like, "What is that?"
It's the bro. Cause like I got a little cousin. She was playing this shit, and I just heard the noise. I said, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Oh, this is what happens when they die in Minecraft." I said, "Wait, die real quick." So they died. He's like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, I need that. I need that."
Bro, you came over that shit play. I was crying. I was like, what was that shit?
Bro, that sound will forever be. That sound is hilarious. Ooh.
Last thing about Transformers Pride before we get up out of here. Y'all remember, like, because like I said, it's fuck any kind of movie like that. I don't like shit with monsters fighting over top of a city. But you remember when they had that girl in the second one, and he was tongue kissing her, and she ended up being
Yeah.
a fucking
A robot.
like,
Transformer, yeah. She was chopped, anyways.
I had to go back and see. I don't remember what she looked like. I remember her tongue was like real long, and somebody was like, "Bro, you kissed that? You kissed that?"
Because it's nasty. Like, it was just not.
Come
She
on,
wasn't.
Wiki.
Yeah, because that's the same one when the mom was. Was the mom high or the dad was high, and she was like
They
running
they both
around.
they both were high,
Yeah,
I
they
think.
both were.
Bro,
I'm
but
pretty
who
sure
was
they both were
running?
high.
One of them was running around the campus tackling niggas and shit.
That was the mom.
Bro, I remember being in theaters watching that scene. I said, "I'm ready to be out of here, bro. This shit is trash. Like this shit is trash.
I don't know. I love the Transformers movies. Just a lot of it just didn't make sense. Like,
I can't stand them."
No,
I
it
just
doesn't
didn't
make
get
sense.
it.
I remember I liked the first one. I thought the first one was cool. Second one, I was like, this movie did not need to be
First
made. And
one's
then the
good.
third one came out, and he was like I said, when old boy went to Transformers Heaven, I said,
That even the. I mean, I'll say this: the only reason why the newer Transformers I watched them was strictly for the fights.
I can't do
Because
The Beast
listen,
is it Beast Wars? Is that the newest one?
nah, it's one after it.
Well, the animated one was phenomenal,
Yeah, that was good. That one was good.
but
It
the
might be
one
Beast. It might be Beast Wars actually.
so the Beast Wars one though I thought was really good.
I enjoyed it. I just think the action carried.
that's how I feel like any of those movies. Action is gonna carry any kind of monster or super big robot movies. It's always gonna be the action. But they're gonna make sure they got that. It's just the stories be flimsy as fuck.
Part of Fast and Furious 10 because I need to see some more shifting. The way that they cut to the fucking thing so many times in one race, and it's like this man's in
Just the 47th gear.
straight away, and he'll just be like, I went to theaters for every single one, Ken.
I know that. You're the reason why they keep making those movies. First one a couple years ago. Just recently saw the second one. 'Cause I was gonna do a podcast where series or something, and I just kind of rate them as I go, and then rate the entire series. That and Harry Potter first, and Harry Potter. I don't know how people watch those movies. They're tough to watch.
They are. My wife
and
was
and
all
this one, it took me like 8 tries to finish that shit, and I was like,
Mm.
"Woo!" I
fourth
was
one's
like, "Woo!"
definitely the best
He
one.
said, "Ooh wee."
Get why he says it because the ending was fire. I'll give it to him. The ending was fire, but the rest of it, though, my lord, I said, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, be like that. Mm,
But
mm.
we're gonna end it right there. Nerd out. Anime pose. On the peace sign.